Hi, so today we're going to talk about the Yoga Plank Challenge. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's a pretty cool thing to do, and I'm so glad that you're going to give it a go. There's quite a few things that are worthwhile mentioning, so I thought I'd put this video together to cover off a few of those basics and maybe not so basics. Firstly, download the document off the website and get yourself that on your computer or print it, whatever works for you. If you want to join the private Facebook group, then do so. There is a group that is supporting each other that you can join if you wish to. The main thing about the challenge, I think, is to know why you want to do it. It's the same with all of our challenges in 35-day detox. Once you know your why, you've got a far better chance of success. And this challenge is actually not that easy. There's a potential to go out hard and fast, and then to stop, to get discouraged, all of those things, just like life. And that probably is the first lesson about this, is that it does, to a large degree, mimic life. We need to be able to pace ourselves, we need to overcome hurdles, we need to overcome our frustrations, things that come up that we have to battle. And so see it as a challenge. That's why it's called a challenge, and tackle it accordingly. So know your why, and then work on creating a game plan for how you're going to survive it, thrive within it. My first piece of advice would be, when we set the first benchmark, is not to set it too high, because everything goes from that. That means set it well, but don't set it don't set it too low, but don't set it too high. Give yourself plenty of room for improvement. Just set it where you are at. So don't use your timer, don't do what you think, what you expect you should be able to do right now. Just feel into it and do the benchmark test on the first day based on how you feel, rather than what you think you should be able to do. We've designed the program so that you can do it at whatever level you are, and later on in the video I will show you some of the variations, some of the more common variations, but there is other variations depending on your physical well-being. So for example, if you've got weak wrists, then maybe hanging out in the high planks is not the answer for you. Maybe the answer will be to be doing it as a low plank. So if you've got any injuries, anything that you need to take into consideration, take them into consideration. This is not, the first rule of yoga is do no harm, which includes doing no harm to yourself. So we really don't want you hurting yourself. You need to find the modifications that work. And also, don't hesitate to step things down. Again, we're going to go into a headspace that says we think we should be able to do something, but physically we may not be able to do it. And it may be because of where we are in life, but it also might just be the day. It might be that we're tired, we've had a bad night's sleep. So rather than not doing it, modify it so that you can still do it, doing no harm to yourself, but being proud of yourself for giving it a go, and listening to your body and working your way down from off the knees to putting it onto the knees. All of those sorts of things are good options. The plank challenge, is designed to give you core strength. A couple of things about core strength. First of all, core strength is not just your abdominals. It comes from your shoulders to your hips. So when we're working on the different types of planks, we're engaging different muscles. So you might find that you've got really good abdominal strength, but you might have weak upper back strength, you might have weak hips area, so everyone will be different. So that's why there's the different poses in there that allow you to build strength. So you might be really amazing in one particular area but struggle in another. The whole point of this challenge, the way it's designed, is that it will build up a overall sense of strength, including the back as well as the front. So don't beat yourself up if you can do one pose really well but you struggle with another pose. That's the whole point, is to build up an overall sense of core strength. So go with where you're at, recognize that each of the different variations of the plank are creating different types of strength. For example, a single leg plank is building hip strength. So when we lift one leg off the floor, then we're actually starting to work into our hip flexors as well. So that's the first thing I wanted to say about core strength. The other thing I wanted to say about core strength is more from an energetic perspective, and that is that as the weeks go on, you're going to start to notice that you're going to feel more in your power. This is 100% works every time for people. Once you start building the core strength, you start to take different decisions. You start to hold your position. You feel more empowered. And this is all the third chakra that we're talking about. And being in your power, being empowered, it's a really, really cool knock-on effect of actually doing something physical like this. But equally, you're going to find that you're going to have your head start to tell you stories about what you can and can't do. So ignore the head space, just work on the challenge, work on the physical strength, work on the energetic strength, and the mind will fall into place as well. Okay, so I hope you're excited to get started with this and interested to see the journey that's ahead for you with the 30 days of the plank challenge. Come back to this video if you need to, especially for the variations, or if you just need some motivation. First day is beyond easy, it's just getting your space ready, and before we do the benchmark test tomorrow or whenever you're seeing this video. But yeah, take the time to do it. I know there's excitement, but as I said earlier, we set ourselves up for a success by taking the time to build the foundations. Cool. Thank you.